NASA just announced a plan so ambitious, so revolutionary, that it will fundamentally change what it means to be human. A permanent moon base. $500 million. And it's happening whether we're ready or not. But here's what they're not telling you: this isn't just about science. It's about crossing a psychological threshold that humanity has never crossed before. For over 4 billion years, Earth has been humanity's only home. Every thought, every dream, every civilization has existed within the confines of our blue planet. But that's about to end. NASA's Artemis base camp represents more than technological achievement. It's humanity's first permanent step into becoming a multiplanetary species. The psychological implications are staggering. The plan is breathtaking in scope. For astronauts will live on the lunar surface for up to 2 months at a time. They'll have a pressurized rover capable of traveling hundreds of miles. Solar panels, life support systems, and communication arrays that will make the moon humanity's first off-world settlement. But the real breakthrough isn't technological, it's psychological. Throughout history, the moon has held a sacred place in human consciousness. Ancient Egyptians worshipped Thoth, the moon god of wisdom. The Greeks saw Artemis, protector of the hunt. Indigenous cultures worldwide view the moon as grandmother, watching over Earth's children. Now we're not just worshipping the moon, we're moving there. This represents the greatest shift in human consciousness since we first looked up at the stars. Space psychologists call this the overview effect on steroids. When astronauts see Earth from space, they experience a cognitive shift, suddenly understanding humanity's fragility and interconnectedness. But living permanently off-world? That's uncharted psychological territory. These lunar residents won't be visiting space, they'll be space dwellers looking back at Earth as a distant home. The psychological challenges are immense. Imagine waking up every day to a black sky, no weather, no seasons, no natural life cycles that have governed human psychology for millennia. Earth appears as just a blue dot in the void. NASA psychiatrists are working overtime to understand how this will affect human mental health, relationships, and identity. We're about to conduct the greatest psychological experiment in human history. Religious leaders worldwide are grappling with profound questions. If humans are made in God's image, what does it mean to carry that divine spark to other worlds? The Vatican has stated that discovering life elsewhere wouldn't challenge faith, but what about creating life elsewhere? Some see this as fulfilling humanity's divine mandate to explore creation. Others worry we're overreaching, playing God in the heavens themselves. But here's the truly mind-bending part: the children born on the moon base. Their psychology will be fundamentally different from any human who has ever lived. Earth won't be home, it'll be a distant world they visit. Their dreams, fears, and aspirations will be shaped by lunar gravity, Earthrise, and the infinite cosmos as their backyard. They'll be the first generation of true space humans. This psychological shift will ripple back to Earth in ways we can't imagine. When a significant portion of humanity lives off-world, how will that change our earthbound psychology? Our politics? Our spiritual beliefs? Environmental movements argue it might make us care less about Earth, or more, seeing it as the precious, irreplaceable cradle of life it truly is. The timeline is aggressive. First lunar landing by 2026. Permanent base operational by 2030. By 2040, NASA envisions hundreds of people living and working on the moon. This isn't a distant future fantasy, this is happening within the next 2 decades. The children watching this video might very well be among the first lunar colonists, carrying human consciousness to another world. Here's what NASA isn't emphasizing: this moon base is just the beginning. It's humanity's stepping stone to Mars, to the asteroid belt, to the outer planets. We're not just building a lunar base, we're beginning the greatest migration in human history. The expansion of human consciousness from a single world to an entire solar system. The psychological, spiritual, and cultural implications will reshape everything we think we know about being human. $500 million. One small lunar base. But the real cost and the real value can't be measured in money. We're purchasing nothing less than humanity's transformation from a planetary species to a cosmic one. The question isn't whether this will change everything, it's whether we're psychologically ready for the most profound shift in human consciousness since we first walked upright. The moon base isn't just changing our address, it's changing our soul.